Hello everyone, I'm back for another video, but in case if you guys didn't know, I am currently at Australia's most haunted house, the Monte Cristo. It was built in the 1870s and it had 10 deaths over the years. So on this adventure, we're going to go right through, check it out. So, last night, I stayed the night here, but I couldn't really film last night because I was too tired. So, if you hear footsteps behind me, it's just one of my friends. So this is, I forgot what room this was called, but there are a lot of antiques. So the history is a family bought this, the Crawley family. You coming in, Simon? Alright. And this is the dining room. So the Crawley family bought this place and they have built it up. Now, there are photographs of it being vandalized and stuff, but the reason it's deemed the most haunted place in Australia is not because of how many spirits there are, it's on how active it gets. So, where it's built is on top of a quartz mountain, like a mountain of quartz. And quartz is an amplifier for spiritual activity. So this is basically sitting on top of a amplifier, a magnifier. It's magnifying the spiritual energy of this place. That's why there's a lot of activity. Now,
when I walked in here, I see like a flash of light. I don't know if it's reflecting that.
oh wow.
I was standing there and I was like, just that.
Now, when the parents died of the Crawley family, their kids all had made a thing where they had to outlive each other to get inheritance. Now, wills and family don't do well, but it gets more disturbing. So they didn't want to stay at the house; they wanted to stay in the city because their family was rich. Now, they got a caretaker, a lady and her son, I believe. Now, the son got hit in the head by a tree branch and it left him mentally disabled and his arms and legs were permanently, like, out of whack. Like, they got broken, but the way it healed, he couldn't stand upright or maybe his arms upright. I was waiting for my friends because I'm not, before you got up the stairs, but, so, this guy, he's called Howard, right here is where I saw a face last night. It was so terrifying, I legit, I freaked the hell out. Now, this room's the boys' room. Now, okay, and some people come here, they feel shortness of breath. The reason for that is this is where Mr. Crawley died. He died to an infection of a boil, and he had a starch collar. Now, that clearly wasn't the sad, unfortunate happened, but yeah. So this is his room, and the guy that does the tour here said he used to sleep in this room when it was open because his family brought off one of the last remaining children who lived more than the rest. Now, what do you call it? This room, people smell rotting flesh, and so on, but it's very interesting, this place. So, and I believe down these stairs, I believe down these stairs is where a maid threw off a baby. Mr. Crawley got some of the maids pregnant. That's unfortunately how it was. Now, that room, I'm not going by myself, but I ran out of that room last night too. I could not stay in there. This room's the master's bedroom, where the Crawley family slept. Now, back in the day, if you were wealthy, you could have your own. This is what an ensuite used to look like. You could have your own ensuite. And this is where you wash your hands, jug of water. Down there you'll do your business. Now, this is where they film. This is where not filmed. Where they slept and chilled. But in the next very room is the drawing room. It's where Mrs. Corley chilled. You know, she felt like she had a voice in this room. Now, last night on the tour, I ran out of this room. I could not stay in here. My chest felt heavy. Felt like my heart was getting squeezed. I was sweating profusely. I just ran out of this room on the verge of tears. Now, Mrs. Corley is a nice lady, and unfortunately back in those days women were treated very poorly and harshly. So, this is the top level, but I will go down the bottom level as well. So here last night, I was going to my room, and this is like all separated off so no spirits can't get through. I saw a face of a young girl staring right at me. I thought it was one of the maids, but no, the house was all locked. I thought it was a mannequin first, then the maids. No, then I said, it's a spirit. I full on freaked out. I could not process how to go downstairs. So that's yeah. Like I said, I do get scared doing these things, but hey, that's the fun of it. Now, we've been in those rooms. I do got my equipment with me as well. So it's alright. Now this is the balcony. Now you get a wonderful view of the town of Juni, which is where the Monte Cristo is held in. Now, back in the day, a maid committed suicide. Now, oh Jesus, I'm right. Yeah, a maid supposedly killed herself here, which is unfortunate. But there's all the stories. She landed right on those stairs. Now, if you see that white spot on the concrete, that's actually a bleach mark without trying to clear up the blood. Yeah, and that's how the maid died. So that's very unfortunate. I'm gonna head back down. Yeah, tell you something.
Stand there again, Rod?
I'm not. Last night, guys, I was telling you guys I was in the outer one out. I was standing right there.
Do you want to put that? Is that thing on?
Oh no, I can turn it on if you want.
Yeah. You sit it down.
So I got a new piece of equipment.
Maybe sit it just on the floor, just
Yeah,
actually on the chair. The big.
I'm gonna do it like below the chair. So this is a REM pod. It's basically like a sensor. So making sure to.
Yeah, do it flash.
So it's like a sensor. So it flashes white. So I'm near it. Okay, still going. Okay, stopped. If there's any spirit present, can you please touch the antenna or walk near the REM pod? It's harmless. You won't get hurt going to it. It's just a way of me knowing that you're here. Is Mrs. Corley here? Because where that seat is where she used to sit. In this room. Would one of the Corley family members like to walk to the REM pod and set it off? I can guarantee you won't get hurt doing or interacting with the REM pod. Well, I'm gonna let's leave this here. I'm gonna walk around and we'll still be able to hear it. So I'm gonna walk out of the room So I just left my REM pod there. Alright, go get. Sorry. Come on. Oh, you got it on, do you? Nice.
Do you want to hold it?
Yeah, I'll hold it. Oh,
Did you just get something?
very good. Right. So I got my K2 on. Would any spirits like to touch my K2 to show yourselves known? I promise it won't hurt you. There's a massive temperature drop in here.
Yeah, walking into here, I did notice that.
So this over here is the girls' room. I don't believe I've been in here yet. So this is where the girls would sleep, but back in the day, the maids. Terry? Yeah. Come in here. You hear that? Oh my. You can show yourself. My camera was focusing on that corner, like a square pops up. There's like a face or something to focus on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys. My camera picks up on like faces and stuff. Like it won't show through the camera, but a little square outline will come and be like, okay, something's here. I have to focus. Unfortunately, you won't see it in the video, but I will see it. And I would like to mention that my eyes will see different things than the camera. But as I was saying, in this room, the maids gave birth that Mr. Corley had. You probably get the idea. He had done it with. Now, that doll in particular, there is a maid that walks around. The doll in the middle. There's a maid that walks around that looks like her. So it does not look like the face I saw last night, but unfortunately the maids, they were orphans from the age of 14 to 15, and they were shipped from London or England, however you want to say it, to help to serve wealthy families over here in Australia. Keep in mind, this is the Victorian era. Things were different back then. Yeah, so unfortunately, this house does have a lot of disturbing past. Now I'm going to walk to the back cottages, which is outside, so I'm going to go back in my room and get the REM pod. So I'm just triggering that. This is me triggering that. Alrighty. So we're going to go to the back cottages where some other stuff has happened. Now my camera battery was fully charged when I arrived here, but it only has half battery, and I got a spare battery, but that one also is almost flat. Terry, I'm going to go to the back cottages. So I'm going to turn my K2 meter off. It's off. So this is outside the house. We're going to go that way. So I'm just going to make a quick cut just to save my battery, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm back again, everyone. Now, as I was mentioning about that guy with the mental disability, he was unfortunately chained up, and that's part of the original chain, I believe. But he was mentally disabled, and he unfortunately was chained. And back in those days, if you were mentally disabled or had some form of disability, you were basically an outcast. So this is the original dairy room. I'll make milk, cream and butter, which I presume. But this is where unfortunately that guy was chained up. Now, he was that mentally disabled that he forgot how to talk once he had his accident. He did everything over again, but his mother couldn't help him, so she just chained him up and he started barking and howling like a dog. Now, back in the day, what do you call it? You know how you say to your kids, or to little kids, oh, if you don't eat your vegetables, you're gonna get sick or something. The kids of this town would hear him howl from here. Now, the parents would say, oh, if you don't be good, you will go to the monster of Monte Cristo, which was the guy, unfortunately. Now, I feel a bit of a pain in my arm. Okay, yeah. Now, on this story, something very interesting. I believe it's gonna be very hard to make up on my camera, but yeah. So you got a D here, I-E, Jackie, haha. It's very hard for my camera to pick up, but after that caretaker died, another one came with another mental disability. And a kid came with a shotgun and knocked on the door and shot him on the spot. And the kid, right in his blood, died, Jackie, haha. That is very sad and unfortunate. So that's going to make Q2 meter out again. Okay. So we don't count those first two spikes because that's the thing turning on. If Harold Dinny, would you like to come to my K2? It won't hurt you. I know what happened to you. It's sad what happened. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Two, wait. Hang on. See it flicker?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, is this you, Howard?
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Harold.
I'm sorry to hear what happened to you. We come in peace.
Come to say g'day. We're not bad people.
You're doing a good job lighting my K2 up.
Can you do it again? Show us that you're here. Is it Harold's mum?
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Did you want to do a spirit box in here?
Yeah, why not?
We'll put that down here.
You
I'll
can hold it. So I've got my spirit box with me. I reckon here will be very interesting now. A funny, well, interesting thing actually, when people do spirit boxes in here, they hear barking. As I mentioned, Harold lost how to talk like a human and he started barking and howling like a dog. Now, when his mother died,
S-box.
she,
Scanning. SM.
he got sent to a mental asylum. Is Harold here?
Big picture.
Are there any spirits that would like to come forth and communicate with us? I'm sorry to hear what happened to you, Harold. Whoa. Heard that? That's like deep.
Sometimes.
Would you like to...
get that?
Like a dog or just trying to communicate?
Explain the mic.
Would you like to tell us the story? We'll be wandering on the Monte Cristo for a bit, so you can feel free to talk to us now. Did you like being chained up?
Yes.
Whoa. That was cool.
I'm stronger.
Is that you? Ooh.
Five.
So I think he's going, or was going off for the moment. Did you feel really sad when your mother passed, Harold? Did you like the Monte Cristo, Harold? Well, I said I come in peace and you're happy to talk to us. You right here was where the chain would go through the wall, so he was staying inside, and at daytime they'll let him out, but he was still chained to the wall. Do you see us? Do you see us in your room, Harold? Does any other spirit see us standing in here? Okay, thank you for your time. We're gonna go to the next few buildings and talk to some other spirits. But like I said, you're free to welcome to join the spirit box in other buildings. Thanks for your time.
I swear I said thanks.
I saw because. So I was going to go to the next building, which I believe is the Staples. Oh yeah, it's unlocked now. With the Staples, those two maids, well, those two guys. One was a little boy who got food poisoned but didn't want to work, and whoever was in charge of that day didn't want to let him have a day off. So he said, okay, 10 more minutes. You can have 10 more minutes. Then if you're not up, there are consequences. And unfortunately, there was consequences. The boy's mattress was lit on fire while he was still sleeping. He had third degree burns. And it didn't help that he was food poisoned as well. 2 months later, the boy unfortunately passed away. Now, I'm going to put my camera in there, it's going to be dark, but I believe the boy either slept in this kind of hut thing, or oh, there's a hut up there, so it's probably up there where the boy would have slept. But so there's one spirit on this side, but on the other side there's a not so friendly spirit. With that one I forgot the history of, but last night was pretty full on. But would any spirits like to make a noise?
Oh, sorry, that was me. I fell over.
Okay.
As I fell, that actually sparked a bit.
Oh wow. Would Morris like to come out? It's sad what happened to you, Morris. In here there's like horse stuff as well. I'm no horse rider. Horses are pretty cool, but I don't know what. I think they're like saddles and harnesses and stuff. And these are some old cars. There's a movie called Chee Chee Bang Bang. It's an old one. And it features a car, long like these kind of cars. But it's very interesting that they still got cars and stuff like these. Alrighty. Right, Jesus, Mozzie flew up my nose. Right, here's another little nice carriage. You alright, Terry? Now we're going to go to this next room, which... Oh, I forgot what it was, but it'll come to me. Am I loud? Okay. Oh, okay, no, can't go in. There's a sign saying no entry from this point. But I will take you to the ballroom. I'm sure I'll wait till my friends come. Because it's massive in there. But I was staying in that little building there. So that's the original homestead. That's the original Monte Cristo. And I'll show you, it would not fit a family of 10. It was Mr. Corley, Mrs. Corley, and the family. Now, and here's really small, so bear with me. But it even says here, original homestead, built 1876. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll make a quick little cut and wait for my friends to get here. Just save my camera battery. See you guys soon. Alright, everyone. So I'm in the original homestead. I wasn't kidding. It's small. Just imagine a family of 10. So 10 children, 2 parents. This would not fit all of them. So I am surprised on how they done it, but like people say, if there's a way, there's a will. So I got another spirit box session in here, just to see what comes in. So, just don't mind me.
Xbox. Scanning.
That's mine, that way.
What's that?
My spirit box. Okay. Wow, okay. Any of the Corley members here?
Continue on the page.
That's picking up.
Yeah, various vacancies, yeah, but dead ones. Is Mr. Corley in there?
Hold on. I'm awake.
Yeah. Are one of the Corley children in here? We're happy to communicate with you. You can make yourself known. Did you like living in the original home, the original Monte Cristo?
One paper.
Or do you prefer the newer Monte Cristo? It's like nothing's coming, but very few.
I think you listen to it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't do that.
Yeah, I reckon.
I know some of it's radio picking up.
You know, it's funny, the rainfall some of us are taking in our ridiculous directly above there.
Yeah, I know. All above it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
The wind origin was directly above this, and some guests say they hear talking down the bottom and hear.
Long light.
Okay. Yeah, and some guests even hear like smell food being cooked in it, but no one comes in here at all. Well, tours of course, but not to cook. So it is very interesting what some guests hear. I'm going to turn it off now. Is there any words or messages you like to say? Okay, thanks for your time and have a good day.
I reckon you should listen to that modulator
Oh yeah.
and can you slow it down and everything?
Nah.
I reckon if you really just put your earphones on and just sit down and quiet and listen to it, you might pick up on something.
Yeah. Well, that's going to conclude the video, everyone. I would record longer, but my camera battery is not going to last any longer. So, thanks for watching. I will leave the website and stuff to this place down below. You can read more history on there. But other than that, thanks for watching and peace. Hey everyone, I'm back. I know I said the last clip was going to be a lot for the video, but I forgot about this place. So this is the ballroom where the Crawleys would have balls, parties, weddings and stuff. Now there's an identical one on the property before this one. Now what's the coincidence that it's going to be identical? Now an interesting piece of furniture, I guess you can call it, is this thing here. So that's an old bank counter. Back in the day, you had to go to a bank, there was no ATMs, credit cards, you had to go to the bank. Now this was an old bank counter. See at the clock, someone else would be standing right there. And yeah, so this is where Corey's had their parties and stuff. Now, the things with the Monte Cristo and stuff and in the family, a lot of things happened coincidental, but it may be coincidence once or twice, but more than that, about 9 or 10 times, it's not coincidence. Well, like, is it really coincidence? I believe not. So, my camera's gonna die, so this is actually gonna be the end of the video now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Feel free to subscribe. This place has taken a lot out of me, but thanks for watching and peace.